Hey guys, OGLBine here, bringing you guys my IBL Season 6 Week 6 battle against Tone and his Miami Malamarlins. If you guys did want a more detailed breakdown of our team that we're bringing, the 6 we have, the potential roster my opponent has, definitely go check out my Teambuilder. It'll be in the description below. Man, I can't talk. If you did want to go back and check that guy out just to see, exactly what we're bringing. But a quick rundown of what we are bringing. We're bringing a Choice Scarf, Mixed Greninja, a Dual Dance Porygon Z with a decent amount of bulk, a Choice Banded Mamoswine, a defensive Stealth Rock, Aura Sphere, Psychic, Soft-Boiled Roost, Mew, a Spadef Archeops that actually has never 3-hit KO'd by Mega Pidgeot, Timid Hurricane, and then a Dragon Dance, Roselli Berry, Komodo. As for my opponent, the 6 that they elected to bring, as you can see on the screen right here, is going to be the Celebi, Tapu Fini, Gengar, Crocodile, Mega Pidgeot, and Lucario. Now right off the bat, first thing I noticed is no Volcarona, which is absolutely amazing. I was terrified of that thing. As you can see, I don't have much for it other than hoping it doesn't set up and getting up rocks potentially. I really don't have much to switch into that monster or, stop it if it does get set up. So that is obviously really, really nice. However, the big starts to me, in my opinion, on this team, definitely going to be the Gengar is very, very scary versus me. I don't switch into it very well at all. The Tapu Fini is very, very scary as well, just because I have nothing that OHKOs it. Not much in the format really does, but having nothing on my team that OHKOs it is pretty scary because it does hit pretty much everything on my team pretty hard. The Crocodile is also obviously really scary. Its dual stabs are really good versus my team. And the Mega Pidgeot is pretty scary as well if we do get our Archeops get weakened or chipped or anything like that. But I think we can deal with the Mega Pidgeot pretty well with the team that we built. But yeah, with that being said, let's just jump right into the game. I figure I'll lead off with my Greninja just because it is guaranteed going to be the fastest thing on the field no matter what. He has no Scarfers that can potentially outspeed it. I don't need it as a safety blanket for the Volcarona. And I figure the Celebi is a likely lead on my opponent's part just to try and get up rocks versus my team, as he does actually end up leading off with that Celebi. So this is cool because it is a free U-turn for me. Being able to get off Big Chip and, scouting his set, actually. So we are going to go for the U-turn, and we're going to see this, barely does half, which would be normal if, I was a minus, if I was, a timid Gren, but I'm hasty, and I have a lot of attack investment. So that kind of tells me that he's pretty much max bold. Celebi right here. So he's going to go for a U-turn himself, which is completely fine. Grabbing a little bit of momentum. The only problem is that this lets in the Gengar, and now the Gengar is absolutely terrifying versus my team. So right here, I'm in a really tough spot. I don't have anything to really pivot in this besides potentially my Greninja or my Porygon Z. Now, I know my Porygon Z can live one of any hit from this thing, just as well as my Mamoswine is. Pretty much everything on my team can live one hit, but everything's going to be 2-hit KO'd. If he's not Life Orb, I do have a shot to live with my Mew, and I really do expect him to potentially go for the Focus Blast to try and catch my PZ or my Gren coming in. So I'm actually going to make the play of staying in with my Mew, which is potentially, pretty risky, but we're going to see right here that I actually outspeed. So he must have been really aggressively creeping something, because being able to outspeed that base 110 and we're not even max speed is, pretty crazy, but that's phenomenal for us. We're able to knock that out as he is going to go into the Crocodile. And right here is another 50-50 of sorts. Now, if he is Choice Scarf, he can potentially outspeed me, and he can go for a knockoff. So I guess it's a 50-50, but it's not really a 50-50, because if he outspeeds me and goes for the knockoff, I'm going to eat my Colbur. I'm going to be able to, pretty much chew that and potentially come back in later and be fine. And get off a big chunk with Aura Sphere. And if he goes for the Pursuit, obviously that's phenomenal for me if I stay in and do that. So I figure my best play right here is to stay in and kind of gauge whether or not he is Scarfed. And if he's not Scarfed, we potentially 2-hit KO him unless he's super bulky. So I figured getting, scouting this set and figuring out exactly what he is kind of my best bet, as he does turn out to be Choice Scarf actually. And he is going to go for the Pursuit. And eating my Colbur, that's going to do 10 damage to me, which is phenomenal because I can kind of just sit here and 1v1 this thing at this point because, non-boosted by me switching out Pursuits aren't going to be doing too much, as I am going to be able to get the 2-hit KO on the Crocodile, as it is not super bulky. it looks like, as he is going to pull the switch out this next turn to avoid the 2-hit KO, as I'm going to make the play of getting up my Stealth Rocks. I figured he wouldn't want to stay in Spam Pursuit, and even if he did, I could just recover up the next turn, so not too big of a deal there, as we do get our Rocks up, which is phenomenal, unless he's carrying Defog on this or the Tapu Fini, they're up to stay. And I could see it on the Tapu Fini potentially, but again, I'm not too worried about that. You know, if he's that slot, he probably isn't Calm Mind and he isn't Scarf or something like that. So again, not too big of a deal. The Pidgeot comes out. I'm going to go right out into my designated check for this, which is going to be my Archeops, as he is going to elect to just throw off a Hurricane right here right off the bat, and you're going to see that pretty much bounces off. This pretty much tells me that he is for sure timid. I didn't think Modest was very good versus my team, just speed tiers wise, it didn't really help him out very much, as we are going to be able to get our lefties back up and put us out of range of a 3-hit KO, as he does go for a U-turn himself. He does keep us out of Defeatus, which is nice, because we are going to be able to get off a chunk on something, as he is going to elect to switch in the Crocodile right here. And this is a big play, because you're going to see it's going to take Rock Chip, it's going to get the Intimidate off, which is, you know, obviously pretty big in being able to live this hit, but I go for Stone Edge and I get the crit. Now that crit definitely mattered. I think I had 36 attack investment on this Archeops, if I remember correctly, and that would have forced me into a spot where I had to either you know, switch out, predicting him to, he could easily just go for the Pursuit at that point, which is, you know, very scary, as he's going to go into his Lucario. And now I don't want to let this thing set up for free. I know I need this kind of to check the Pidgeot, but at the same time, if I let this Lucario set up for free, it's a very bad time for me. So I'm going to get off an Earthquake. He is going to show to Bishuka, and he's going to get off his Swords Dance right here, getting up to +2. But we're going to see right here this next turn, if he was Bullet Punch, he obviously knocked me out with it. Archeops, I have no HP or physical defense investment. It's literally all in Spadef pretty much, as my video lags right here. Hopefully it starts up soon. There we go. But yeah, I am going to elect to go for another Earthquake, as he ends up not going for the Bullet Punch. Now, I don't know if he has it or not, or if he was playing off my choke of me switching or something like that, but I am going to get off another Earthquake. I'm going to be able to knock out the Lucario, which is great. Now, I talked to him after the game. He actually didn't have Crunch on his Lucario, and I would have outsped him anyway with the Mew spread that I had. So we would have been pretty much okay at in that situation, but we would have lost our Archeops, obviously. But again, that's great for us. The fact that we've knocked out, you know, 2 Mons with our Archeops right here that has 36 attack investment is pretty crazy, and we're slowly getting that lefties residual back as well. But he's going to go into the Fini right here, and I am not going to stay in. I'm going to go right out into my Porygon Z. I know I can live 2 Moonblasts if he's not, you know, heavily invested. As we're going to see, I am going to be able to lift that next one, and after Rocks, I should be able to 2-hit KO him, especially being that he's not leftovers. It should be pretty guaranteed, as I am going to get off a big Tri-Attack and do a huge chunk to this thing, because Porygon is strong. It's going to go for another Moonblast, and I am going to go for a final Tri-Attack and knock out this Tapu Fini. So that's a big threat to me gone. Game is looking very nice for us at this point. My Archeops does well the rest of this game. You know, just my whole team is doing, you know, pretty nice. I figure we can pull this one out, hopefully, as long as, you know, no substantial hacks or we don't choke this one away somehow. But he is going to go for the Hurricane. I'm not going to really switch out. I don't have a reason to save my Porygon Z. It does not speed anything at this point. It's really low. So down goes the PZ. That's fine, though. We can go right out into my Archeops. And this turn, I am going to elect to throw off a Roost, just because I know that his Hurricane is going to put me in Defeatist. And after a Roost, provided we don't get confused or anything, which you'll see we do not, after a Roost and leftovers, we will be put out of range of being in our Defeatist after another Hurricane. So we'll be able to knock this thing out. The Stone Edge guaranteed. We'll be able to do a lot of damage to the Celebi if it wants to come in. So I figured that was my best play, provided I did not get confused. And the good thing about facing Mega Pidgeot with a Rock type is I don't have to worry about missing Stone Edge, because of the fact that he has no guard. But he's going to go for the Hurricane. He's actually going to get the Confusion this time. And do we hit ourselves in Confusion? If we do, this game is potentially very bad. Things are looking pretty tough for us. But we are going to be able to break through, and we're going to get off the Stone Edge, knock out the Mega Pidgeot, and now it is Celebi versus the world, which shouldn't be a problem, because we do have a Scarf Greninja in the back. We have a Choice Banded Mamoswine. We have a lot of things to potentially, you know, take this thing down, as he is going to take Rock's Chip, show us that he's not leftovers. I guess we did see that earlier, but you know, he's going to be down pretty low, as I am going to actually hit myself in Confusion with Archeops this time, which sucks, but all it did was potentially cost me a point of differential, and I don't even know if I would have knocked it out otherwise. So not too big of a deal. Our Archeops was able to put in a huge amount of work, picking up 3 kills with a SPDEF set. It's actually our kill leader at this point in the season, coming in at 8-5 right now, which is pretty insane. You know, actually not 8-5, it's 8 and something. It has 8 kills, which is pretty insane for a tier 5 mon that we've brought in pretty often. As my Greninja is going to come out as the video continues to lag, I do apologize. I don't know why it's doing that. It shouldn't, because it looks like it has a little room right here. But I'm going to go into Greninja, and I am going to be free to throw off a Dark Pulse and spoilers, because for some reason this is taking forever. Maybe my internet just sucks tonight. I don't know. I am going to be able to take out that Celebi if it wants to work, maybe. I just skipped ahead a little bit. Maybe that'll help out. No? No? And we're going to press play. Maybe? Okay. Well, regardless, we're going to be able to take out that Celebi. Unfortunately, not going to see the climactic finish, apparently, because... There we go, I guess. Kinda. Yeah, we defeated Tom. So, cool. GG's to my opponent. Very good game. There were some unfortunate hacks there, like with the crit on Crocodile, and he told me I high-rolled his Lucario there at the end. Which definitely did matter as well, because I think could have been terrifying if we let it get up to +4. But I believe we did have the sufficient, you know, means of stopping it in the back. But yeah, we are able to pick up a win after taking a pretty tough loss last week, bringing us up to 4-2. You know, hopefully we'll continue to, you know, stack up some wins and get another win streak going like we had earlier in the season. Next week we play Lux, and he's a very good player. He's a very, very terrifying team. But again, I think we do have the 6 mons to potentially win that game. So I will see you guys next time for that vid, or whatever one goes up before that. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to subscribe so you can catch those videos and all that stuff. And I'm going to get out of here. Later.